Welcome everybody to another episode of 80s and 90s Rewind the Times. I'm back. I've been going for a little while, as you can hear in my voice. Excuse me. I got sick. I got sick really bad actually. Um, I was planning on making a video about 3 or 4 days ago. This is gonna be kind of a long video too, guys. Well, one of my longer videos. I was planning on making a video about 3 or 4 days ago. I went to go see Scream 5 Thursday night, opening night, and I ended up coming home Friday and getting super sick. My voice was sore, just a common cold. A lot of people don't know, but I was born with low white blood cells, so I get sick very very easily, and when it hits me hard. Um, I spend most of my life trying to block myself, like preparing myself from not getting sick. But sometimes it squeaks through, and I get sick. So I'm feeling better today. But I wanted to talk about the movie Scream 5, and I wanted to give you my. This is a spoiler review. I am going to talk about the movie itself in depth, pretty much in depth, pretty good in depth, and then I'm going to rank my top 5 Scream movies the way that I like them in order. Just my opinion. Uh, Most people that know, Scream is my favorite franchise. Scream, Halloween, or Friday the 13th. Scream is pretty much one. Halloween and Friday the 13th are like 2A and 2B. Um, Man, I grew up. Scream was a big thing to me growing up. It was the first movie that I can remember going to Blockbuster to want to go see. I mean, to go rent, and it was on the shelves here in Rhode Island. I went to go see it at Apple Valley Cinema in Smithfield, and there's a Blockbuster there, a Blockbuster Video there. I missed the days of renting movies, and I went to go rent it, and they pulled it off the shelves and put it back in the theaters. And it came out in December, I believe, of 1996, and I got to see it in January, late January, early February of 1997. I was super excited. My mom took me and a couple of my friends from the hockey team to go see this movie. Man, it scared the crap out of me from beginning to end. I love horror. Horror is my favorite genre, and action. In comic book movies, I love action movies too. But I love the slasher genre. And I love the guessing. I love the guessing and trying to figure out who it is. And Scream was the first movie, that really did this. And the twists and turns that put you on there. But Scream 5 was really really good. I went into the movie with pretty decent expectations. Everybody kept talking about how the killing scenes are terrible. They're gruesome. They're one of the worst scenes you ever seen. Personally, they're really not. I mean, there's only so much you can do with a blade this big. If you've seen one stab, you've seen them all. There are some unique kills, some kind of quick kills, but pretty much all the kills in the movie, they're really not. Other Scream movies have had worse. So that I didn't understand. I didn't understand how people were saying that people that already seen this said it was every killing scene's great. Every killing scene's so gruesome. No, it's really not. Matter of fact, Vince, when he gets killed, he gets stabbed. Just a real quick stab right in the neck, and that's it. He's done, and he's pretty much fighting for his life. So it wasn't like this gruesome kill. But one thing I liked about Scream 5 is that I thought was very, very good. The cast is very, very good. Me personally, Scream 1's cast will always be great. I mean, Tatum and Billy and Stu and Randy and Sydney and just that cast, because that cast is just is phenomenal. Scream 4's cast was really, really good too. Where Emma Roberts playing, I'm sorry, Emma Thompson playing Jill Roberts. Kirby and Rory Corkin and playing Charlie Walker. I mean, that cast was so good. Scream 4, and Scream 5's cast was really really good. Some of these actors and actresses I kind of knew, didn't know all of them, but I'll tell you right now, if the cast of characters aren't good, nobody's gonna want to watch the movie. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter how good the plot is. If your cast of characters don't make you feel it or believe it, then the movie's just really not that good. And that's what I liked about this cast. This cast was really, really, really good. Guessing the killers to me was not hard. Me and my girlfriend went, and she kind of guessed who. Because there's two killers. One is, like I said, this is spoilers. One is a girl and one is a boy. I kind of guessed who the boy killer was. I don't know why. I just kind of knew right from the beginning. You've seen these movies so many times, and after a while, you kind of just know. My girlfriend, she pretty much named who the girl killer was right from the beginning. So I kind of knew. We kind of knew. So we weren't. It wasn't like a giant surprise towards the end when they revealed themselves. Um, but the characters in this movie, I really like. I like Sam Carpenter and Tara Carpenter, their sisters. I thought it was really cool, kind of a twist that Sam was Billy Loomis in high school. I guess he had an affair or cheated on Sydney, and he had a daughter, and Sam is the daughter of Billy Loomis. So subconsciously, he's in the movie. So subconsciously, he's talking to her, and it's almost like his get right, kind of like, his fix it, kind of like, he kind of like tells her, to, kind of like, stop hiding who you are, be true to who you are, and at the end, who she really is comes out. Like let that serial killer in you out, but she does it, and not in a bad way, but she lets it out in a good way. And when you see the movie, you'll understand what I mean. Some people crapped on that storyline of having Skeet Ulrich coming back as Billy Loomis. I liked it. I thought it was kind of cool when I see his face. When I see his scenes, I kind of like my face kind of dropped. I was like, oh, this is so cool. They used the de-aging and stuff to make it look like it was him from 1997, which obviously it's not going to be. But I thought it was really cool, man. I thought they did a really good job with that. I liked it. I thought it was something that was really cool in the movie. To me, it wasn't. I don't think it took anything away. Um, the cast of characters that are in this movie are really, really cool. Like I said, you have there's Richie, who is the boyfriend of Sam. Um, he is one of the killers. He is the one I guessed right from the beginning. Uh, he kind of comes off as this dumb boyfriend, how he doesn't know what's going on, but as you watch the movie, you just pick up on things about him that just, you kind of put him in place and time, and it just makes sense. Wes Hicks, who was played by Dylan McDermott from 13 Reasons, 13 Reasons Why, or 13 Reasons. He plays Chef Judy Hicks' son. I love him in this movie. He's got awesome hair. He's got awesome hair in this movie, but and I love the person he plays in this movie. His death is probably the most, I think, is the most gruesome death in this whole movie. He gets stabbed right in the throat, and it's so slow, and the way he's just trying to block it, and the knife's just going right through. It's pretty fucking gruesome. That might be the most gruesome death out of all of them. I love that Randy's sister Martha Meeks is in this movie, and they just like they idolize Randy. They have like Martha has two kids, two twins. The twins are Chad Meeks and Mindy Meeks. Mindy Meeks Martin. Excuse me for my voice, guys. It's Chad Meeks Martin and Mindy Meeks Martin. They're twin brother and sister, and they pay homage to Randy. Like, they just love their uncle. They idolize their uncle so much. And Martha, she's such a sweetheart in this movie. There's a scene in the movie where everyone comes over, and they're sitting with Dewey, and they're talking about who the killer might be, because Dewey's been through this 5 times now. And she's serving all of them lunch, and serving them snacks and drinks, and she's such a sweetheart in this movie. And I'm so glad that the twins, that they live in this movie. They did a really good job. Chad's awesome. He has some really funny scenes, some really funny lines, and Martha and Mindy is kind of like the Randy, kind of like the geek, knowing everything that's going on with the horror genre. I love her character. The other killer that is Amber Freeman. She is Mickey Madison, I believe her real name is. That's the one that my girlfriend named right from the beginning. There's something off about her, and it's almost like she gives it away. It almost kind of like she gives it away that she's the killer, which kind of stinks, because she didn't really hide it very well. The boyfriend I kind of guessed later on, as the movie was going on, but Amber, right from the beginning, she kind of just gave it away. And she's kind of short. I don't know. She's like 4'9", 4'8", 4'9". She's a short woman, maybe 5 foot. And what I don't like is like I said, this is a spoiler review. One of the big 3 die. Sydney, Dewey and Gale. Dewey does die. He dies in a terrible death. Um, and he dies by Amber. Now, when you look at Amber, this is the only thing I don't like about this is the only thing I don't like about the Scream franchise, personally. And this is nothing against women, nothing against any of that. But the Scream character, or the stuntman that plays him, the Scream character, is literally like 6'1", 6'2". You know, in Scream 1, you have the killers, it's Billy, Loomis, and Stu Macher. In Scream 2, you have Mickey, who is one of the killers. He's a boy. He's a man. In Scream 3, you have Roman, who's a man. I can believe, and they're tall. These men are tall. And I can believe that they're taking people and they're flinging them around, left and right, flinging them, just taking them, tossing them left and right. When you see the size of Amber, and there's a scene where she does have the costume on, she doesn't even fill the costume up. It just, that's one thing I don't like about the Scream franchise, is yes, we know it's a stuntman that is doing all that, stuff, but it just kind of takes it away sometimes when you find out who the killer is. You're like, God, that person's so short. How could they be doing this? Or that's a woman. How did she pick up Dewey by one arm and slam him? Like, that's one thing I don't like about the Scream franchise. But because the thing I love about the Scream franchise is it's not your average killer. It's not a Martian. It's not someone that's undead. It's not a zombie. It literally can be anybody. It could be your brother. It could be your mother. It could be your sister. It can be anybody. Sorry about the coughing, guys. It can literally be anybody. And that's what I like about it. Anybody can portray Ghostface. Anybody can put the mask on. Anybody can be that. So that's what I like about it and what I dislike about it, because I want it to be real. I want it to feel real. I want it to be real. And sometimes when I see some of these killers, I look at them and I go, oh man, you know, that person, that certain killer killed that person in that scene. And you're like, wait a minute, that person's like 4 something and weighs 90 pounds. How can they manhandle that person? That's the only thing I don't like. But besides that, you know, besides that, there's really nothing else. There's really nothing I don't dislike about the franchise. Another little hidden thing that I love is Richie, when he's watching all the stab movies on Netflix. There's a scene when you watch the movie, you'll understand. There is the cast of Deadbeat from other YouTubers, which I thought was pretty cool, because, you know, I have a YouTube channel from deadmeat.com, you know, from Deadmeat on YouTube. They talk at this little thing at the bottom that says, you know, click here for an interview with Kirby. So Kirby from Scream 4 is alive, which I think is awesome, because Hayden played such a good character in that movie, and I'm so glad that Kirby is alive. So maybe she'll be in Scream 6, Scream 7. I love Kirby. I think she's one of my favorite characters out of all the Scream franchise. So it was really cool to know that she was alive. But like I said, man, this is a really good movie. You know, if I had to rate it 1 out of 5, I'd say like a 3.5. I mean, it was good. You know what I mean? My expectations are what it is all the time. It's a Scream movie. You know what I mean? But the killing scenes, you know, there's really nothing special. People were saying that these are the worst killing scenes of all time, and they're not. They're just average stab kill scenes. So I figured, since I was talking about Scream 5, I wanted to, you know, give a ranking of my favorite Scream movies, you know, 5 through 1. You know, obviously 5 being the worst and 1 being the best. So I'm gonna start off on my number 5, my 5th favorite Scream movie out of all of them is Scream 2. Scream 1, the level of bar was just set so high, it being such an awesome movie, redefining horror. I mean, it took the whole genre and it just turned it on its back. I mean, with all these stupid remakes that were coming out, I mean, there was nothing original coming out. When Scream 1 came out, it blew everybody's socks off. It was so good. That part 2, to me, they just cashed in on the success of it. The killers were nothing really special. Billy's mother, and Mickey. Mickey wanted to blame the movies, and I can understand Mrs. Loomis. It was just sweet revenge. But Scream 2 to me was, it was okay. It's not one of my favorites. That's why it's being ranked number 5. Number 4 is Scream. I'm so sorry, guys. My voice is going. Number 4 is Scream 3. I like the whole Roman Britcher being the killer, Cindy's half brother. I thought it was really cool, because when you watch Scream 3 and Scream 1 kind of go together. When you watch Scream 3, you really have no reason to watch Scream 2. to me. You know, Scream 1 and Scream 3 kind of interlocked together. I thought Roman being the killer was really cool. Um, and he's also the only movie that we have where it's just one killer. So for my fourth favorite movie is Scream 3. For 3, my third favorite is Scream 5. And it's this, like I said, it's this cast of characters. Maybe if I knew who they were, maybe more, maybe I raised it a little bit higher. But I really didn't know who this cast was until I went to the theaters and I seen it. But I like this cast. This cast is really funny. They're really clever. They keep you hanging in on the movie. I thought their dialogue was very funny, and I really enjoyed them. Definitely gonna go see this movie again, and it's definitely it's 1 to 0 that I'm gonna definitely buy as soon as it comes out. My second favorite is Scream 4. Man, when Scream 4 came out, I was kind of skeptic because Scream 3 was supposed to be the closing of a trilogy, and we didn't have a Scream movie for like 10 years. And when Scream 4 came out, man, it was really clever. Like I said, most of the time I can guess who the killers are. I really didn't have any idea. I had an idea. Let me take that back. I had an idea of maybe it was Jill Roberts, which was Cindy's cousin. But I had no clue that the second killer was Charlie. If anything, I thought it was going to be Kirby. So maybe 2 women killers. But it wasn't. It was Charlie, which was played by Rory Culkin. He did an awesome job in this movie. So I really love Scream 4. The cast of characters, the dialogue, it kind of like reinvented the way how to kill with recording the killings live, and I just thought it was really good. There was some pretty gruesome killings in that one. And then obviously number 1 is the original. You can never knock it down. Scream 1. Scream 1 is just the best. To this day, I watch it every year around Halloween, or I'll even watch it before that. It's such a good movie. It's so reinvented. It's just reinvented horror. That cast is just amazing, and the ups and downs, and the twists and turns, and the who did it and who not did it. Just Billy and Stu, and their whole motive was to killing Cindy's mother, and just Cotton Weary. I mean, the whole movie. Kevin Williamson, amazing, just an amazing movie. So that's my list. So Scream 1 being number 1, Scream 4 being number 2, Scream 5 being number 3, Scream 3 being number 4, and Scream 2 being number 5. So that's my top 5 favorites in a row out of the Scream franchise. So listen, man, hope everybody's taking care of themselves. Sorry I haven't been on here in a while. As you can see, I'm still sick. I'm still fighting this. So I appreciate your prayers. I am getting better, but I haven't been on here in a while, and I missed doing a video, and I really wanted to feel a lot better. Feeling a lot better. I can still feel much better, but so listen. I hope everybody takes care of yourself. God first and family, and God bless. And I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Goodbye.